Hey everybody, like I mentioned in the last video, I want to give you some pointers on how I started the first time that I did the 21-day fix. When I first read through the book, I was a little bit confused. I wasn't exactly sure how to start. There were so many options. So I'm going to narrow it down hopefully for you. I'll tell you what I did and what has consistently worked for me since then. And then we can play around with it for each of you individually if we need to. But first, step one is to read through the book. I know this sounds simple and a little bit of a ridiculous request, but absolutely, please read through the book. I just want you to get an idea of how the program works, what's going to be expected of you, and just kind of get you thinking of where we're going with this program. From there, go back to the page, I think it's page 4, where you're going to calculate your calorie range. Now, we don't count calories. I don't want you logging calories, but we do need to get you into a category to determine how many containers you get each day. So you do have to calculate your calories. So use the formula in the book and then go find the chart that shows you the list of categories for your calorie ranges. And circle or put a mark next to the one that you fall into. I think most of you will fall into maybe the first or second category. Some of you may be into the third, but the first and second tend to be the most popular from what I've found. That calorie range is going to tell you how many of each color container you get each day. If you'll notice when you got your package, you only got one of each color except for the orange. And even though you have 2 of those, you still only get 1 a day. But you want to make sure that you get the full number of containers in for each color every day. So these containers are really meant to be measurements, not storage containers. So plan ahead and get some Tupperware containers or something just to keep all of your meals in, because the containers that come with the program really are only for measuring because they don't seal well either. Once you get your calorie range and your category down, go through each of the pages that list all of the foods that can go into each container. Mark the ones that not only you like to eat, but you will cook. There are lots of things that I like to eat, but I'm not going to cook it because it's too much trouble, so I'm not going to put a check mark next to that. This just helps you narrow down those lists so that you can quickly see your marks next to the foods that you like, rather than always having to read through the entire list when you're making your menu. After you've marked all of the foods that you like to eat, I want you to try and create a menu for the week. Let's start with Monday through Friday. What you're going to do is write out what you are planning to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Figure out which containers you have used for those 3 meals, and then whatever containers you have left, use those for your snacks. I like to do it that way versus in order of meals, because by the time I get to dinner, I don't want to be left with just a couple of containers. I like to have a decent sized dinner. So I use the bulk of my containers for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then fill in the remaining ones with my snacks. I like to duplicate days because it makes it easier when I'm prepping, so I don't have to cook 10 or 15 different meals every week. I like to duplicate Monday and Wednesday and duplicate Tuesday and Thursday, and then Friday is kind of put together whatever I have left over from what I've eaten during the week. So try doing that so that you're not making too many meals every week, too many different things, and it keeps your grocery bill down just a little bit too. So once you get your menu down, if you need me to check it, please send it to me. I would rather look at each of your menus and make sure that you've got it all right than you thinking, yeah, I think I've gotten this right, and then you do 21 days and it's not right. So please send me your menus. I like to check them. I want to check them. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to coach you and make sure you're doing it all right. So send me your menu once you've written those down. Once I've checked them and we're all good to go, then from that, you can make your grocery list. And you can go shopping for the week, hit the grocery list one time during the week or twice during the week, get it all done, and it makes it much easier for you. It will take a couple of weeks to get through and get the hang of everything, so don't feel discouraged. We have this whole week to play around and get you prepped. Next Monday is day 1. So post any questions, send me your menus this week, and we will get started. I'm looking forward to it. See you guys soon.